Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the outside of this foreclosure, and this thing's listed at $550,000. And the bank, the corporate seller, asked me to come by and give them my own opinion of value and to tell them what's going on and why this property hasn't sold. And you can see this retaining wall right here on the right side of the property is all rot. It's got issues. I mean, the dirt's coming down from the bottom of it. You got this part right here that's all rot. So all this is gonna have to be addressed. And I don't think this is really the biggest issue, but this front retaining wall is in really bad shape. This is gonna have to be addressed. I mean, you can see these palms are here, they're cracking this, pushing it way over. I mean, this is gonna fall over sooner or later. Here in this corner, the big roots of this tree right here are really screwing this whole retaining wall up on this corner. So in my opinion, this is probably one of the biggest resale factors right here that's really hurting this property. Not to mention, I mean, I think anything over $500,000 is too much. This property, especially in its as-is condition. Okay, so this house is in actually really good condition, except for the exterior issues. The inside looks to be in pretty good shape. It's got really nice flooring, as you're gonna see the same flooring throughout this upstairs. So here's bedroom one. I mean, it's in good shape. Ceiling fan, floors, paint's all in good shape. But here's the first or guest bathroom, the first full bath. And you can tell this thing needs some renovations. The tile's kind of old. I mean, it doesn't look that bad in the shower. It's a nice stand-up shower. But they've got this little tub in here. And I don't know if this is for washing babies or washing dogs, but this tub is so tiny. I mean, a grown man or even a big woman is not gonna be able to fit in that thing. I mean, that's the smallest tub I've ever seen. So here's your second bedroom. You got a view to the pool. And I guess you would say this would be the master bedroom, which is on the front of the house. A lot of windows in this house too. And here's your master bathroom. Yes, that's a pink, the old pink tile. It's got an average size tub, jetted tub. I mean, the tile on the wall is nice. But I mean, this bathroom could use some updating. At least the floors and vanity and stuff. It's got a pocket door, which is kind of cool. So like I said earlier, 2,400 something square feet on the main living area. Then you've got 477 square feet down here. Now, in my opinion, the way it should be listed at the 2,400 living square feet with the additional 477 below grade. That's exactly how the BPO reports we do for the banks and these corporate sellers, that's how all of them basically list their square footage. They ask for the main living area, then they ask for any basement or below grade square footage. Because this house started out somewhere in the upper 7s, or somewhere in the 700 range. Now it's down to like 550. It does have this 1-car garage, which is pretty cool. It's all brick. Nice clean space. So the house does come with a 1-car garage. And you also have this big giant utility room. I mean, it could be a utility room, it could be an office. You could put a door up right here, close it off. It's got your mechanicals, your AC, your hot water heater. So even though this house was built, I think in the 50s, it's had everything updated. So it's all the electrical's newer. Everything's pretty much good to go in this one. All right, so let me go ahead and try to show you out back, because we do have an in-ground pool. Got a brand new back door here. Here's your HVAC system. All the pool equipment. At least the pool is clean. It's a nice area back here though. You've got a little half bath, the toilet and the sink. Be nice to have a stand-up shower or something in there. You've got this stone siding on most all the exterior of the house. Those look newer, French doors. There's your side of the house, your backyard. You do have a little bit of grass, not too much, but not much to cut. So we have a similar issue back here that we do in the front. And I think this is probably one of the biggest selling issues with the house. Because I know if I was a buyer looking at this, I would be kind of scared. Because this has got to be fixed. I mean, this is not going to last. This is going to come down sooner or later. But you've got these big trees right here. You can see it bulging big time right here. It's cracking right there. You've got these big trees, the big roots. You can see how bad that is. But the retaining wall here in the front, I mean here in the back, and the one in the front, they're big issues. And I think most buyers that are looking for a $500,000 home in a great location, and this is one of the best locations in Pensacola. I mean, this is just a great location. East Hill, it's one of the most popular, most sought after locations in Pensacola. You're 2 blocks away from a huge park with water, a dog park, playgrounds, tennis courts. I mean, walking distance, 2 blocks. And you're 1 block, which you can't see it from here, even though one of the old listings on this property said that there's water views. We're 1 block away from the water, but you can't see it with all the leaves and stuff.